Welcome. I'm really glad you're here. Today, we're going to talk about the body as your compass for alignment. And if you've been following this series, you may already be noticing that alignment is not something abstract. It is something you experience. And today, we are going to explore one of the most direct ways you experience alignment through your body. There is something interesting about your body. It often knows before the mind understands. You might walk into a room and feel tension without knowing why. You might meet someone and feel immediately at ease or slightly guarded without clear explanation. Or you might say yes to something while something inside you quietly says no. That is not confusion. That is information. Your body does not need to speak in words. It speaks in sensation. And in many ways, it is one of the most honest guides you have. Yet, many of us have learned to override it. So think instead of feel. To explain instead of notice. To push through instead of prove. Because that often helped us to function. It helped us to cope. It helped us to belong. But over time, that disconnection creates something subtle, a loss of inner orientation. From a systemic perspective, the body carries more than just your own experiences. It carries memory. Not only what you have lived, but what has been lived before you. Emotions were not expressed. Experiences were not processed. Patterns that were never fully resolved remained in the systems. And these do not disappear. They live in sensations, in response, in subtle reactions. So when your body tightens, withdraws, or becomes heavy, it is not random. It is responding to something, sometimes personal, sometimes systemic. And when your body feels open, grounded, steady, that reflects alignment. Not perfection, not certainty, but alignment. You might notice this in simple ways. When you are making a decision that feels true, there is often a sense of quiet clarity, even if it is not easy. When something is not aligned, there is often tension, a subtle contraction, a sense of effort. And here is something important. Alignment in the body does not always feel good. Sometimes alignment feels like truth, and truth can be uncomfortable. It can feel exposing. It can feel unfamiliar. Yet underneath that discomfort, there is steadiness. Whereas misalignment often feels like inner conflict, a pulling in different directions. So instead of asking, what should I do? You can begin to ask, what am I sensing? You might pause during your day and notice, where do I feel ease? Where do I feel tightness? Where do I feel energy or depletion? And this is not about analyzing, it's about noticing. Because the moment you begin to notice your body, you begin to reconnect with yourself. And that changes your relationship with alignment completely. You move from forcing decisions to sensing them, from overthinking to attuning, from pushing forward to responding. And this creates something very powerful. Trust. Not blind trust, not passive trust, but grounded trust. Trust in your own experience. Trust in your own sensing. Trust in the signals that are already here. So here's something simple you can take with you. At some point today, pause. Place your attention on your body, not your thoughts. Notice your breath. Notice any areas of tension. Notice where you feel open. You do not need to change anything. Just notice. Because alignment does not begin with doing. It begins with awareness, and your body is already speaking. Take a moment, sit with what resonated, notice what shifted, even slightly. And if something in this connected more deeply for you, stay with the series. We are unfolding it together. And to continue in the series, if you have not yet subscribed, please subscribe, share, click the like, and stay updated. I look forward to seeing you, and until then, stay safe.